Plainfield, as you've been told, is open for business. We have been working on transforming our city ever since I came into office on January 1st of 2014. And we've been working to make sure that we establish a partnership, relationships with all of the people and the businesses across the city of Plainfield, as well as those from the outside. So to those of you who are from Plainfield, I say we want to make sure that you have a seat at the table in everything that you do. Those of you who are from outside of Plainfield, I want you to know what a wonderful city we have, a city that is inviting, a city that is a place where you can come and enjoy, where you can look to buy a home, where you can look to establish a business, and where you can look to be a part of the renaissance of the city of Plainfield. And to all the business people here, we need you in order to be successful. Every person in this room, we need you in order to be successful. And so the team that I put in place is laser focused on transforming our city. And we know that New Jersey is the highest property tax state in the nation. And one of the ways that we can help to relieve the burden of property taxes on our businesses, on our property owners, is to bring in more businesses into our city, to expand our commercial base so that we can provide some level of tax relief to everyone who lives here, who owns businesses here. And so over the past 30 months, we have been successful in attracting new businesses into our city. And we are focused on every corner of the city. We are focused on developing the East 2nd Street corridor, where Reverend Dean has been very active, working very closely in partnership with everyone in my administration. We are focused on developing our 4th ward, which has been left behind for quite some time. And I'm happy to report to you that we have a very active project, a $30 million development that is currently under construction on South 2nd Street. A 5-acre lot that has been owned by the city for the past 30 plus years, has been blighted and just sitting there for all those many years. And so we have a mixed use development that is currently under construction on that site. We've also entered into a developer's agreement with JMF Properties to transform our South Avenue corridor. There are like 10 different lots in South Avenue that have all been acquired by this developer, and the closings have been completed, and we should see demolition occurring in the next 30 days or so. And I know so many of us have been frequenting one of the restaurants that was located in that area, but there are other restaurants across our city that you can, patronize. And this brochure here tells you of the many restaurants where you can come and you can eat, you can dine. This is one of the restaurants that you will find in this brochure, and I encourage you to patronize this restaurant and all of the other restaurants in our city, because that's one of the cultural gems that the city has to offer. The exquisite, meals, the dinners, the different things that these restaurants have to offer. But we are more than that. And in terms of the businesses that are coming into our city, right across the street on Roosevelt Avenue, we just cut the ribbon about maybe a month or so ago on an 80-unit mixed-use development called Bella Vista. And that is, I believe, maybe a $15 million investment. And so we have a total of about 50 plus projects that are in a very active stage of development. The planning board is very busy, our zoning board is very busy, and I must say Ron Scott Bay, who is the chairman of our planning board and who is a part of our technical review committee, does everything possible to work with the administration so as to make the path as smooth as possible so that businesses who are looking to come here will have an easy road in terms of how to get to that ribbon cutting. And so we want to make it as easy as possible, but we are focused not only on businesses, we want to make sure that we enhance the recreational opportunities for our young people, and we've been working very closely with Union County to transform our Cedarbrook Park, because we know that our young people need wholesome recreational activities. And so I've been working with the county even before I became mayor to make sure that we bring improvements to Cedarbrook Park. And they're in the process of constructing some multi-sport turf facilities at Cedarbrook Park. We have a little hurdle that we have to overcome in that it's a historic park, and we have to make sure that we comply with the historic rules and regulations so that the historic nature of the park is maintained. At the same time, we are looking to develop right across from the Netherwood train station, right in your neck of the woods, Reverend Dean, our Seidel Field. We're going to also be transforming that into a turf facility so that we can provide better recreational opportunities for our young people. We see many of our young people riding their skateboards across the city, and they have been going to a parking deck a few yards to my right, where we have what is known as the Park Madison building. And they've been going into that garage and using that for skateboarding recreation. Well, we have committed and we've awarded a contract last month to developing a skate park so that our young people will be able to go to a place, a park, and enjoy themselves and not be in danger of being hit by a car while skateboarding in a parking garage. So these are just some of the many things. We're enhancing public safety. We continue to make sure that our police officers have a great relationship with the community, because that is so important. We continue to focus on the health and well-being of our citizens, working in partnership with entities such as the Plainfield Neighborhood Health Center, which has been a fixture in the city for quite some time. We are also working with JFK. Most of us know of the Muhlenberg campus, which has been closed for the last 8 years. And we've identified a developer where we will be restoring significant healthcare services to that campus. And so these are just some of the things that we are doing, working in partnership with the business community, with residents, to make sure that we transform. We're working on rebuilding our infrastructure, so we're investing in our roads. And there are many road projects that are in progress right now. And I hope and pray that our governor will see the light and will lift the ban that he's placed on road construction projects, because it makes no sense. This is the time of the year when construction projects are done in the summertime, and so to have stop work order on all construction projects where there's state dollars involved just doesn't make any sense. So those are just some of the things that we're doing in the city, but this is not just about me talking to you. I want to give you the opportunity to ask me anything that you have on your mind, and to know that the city of Plainfield is here to work with you. We need you. We can't do it by ourselves. And the only way that I'm going to be to make sure that we create a Plainfield that is warm, welcoming, and a place where you can come to shop, work, live, and play. So those are just some of the things that are happening in our city.